You know, this is another reason why I just don't want to talk to anyone in general, and why I just, for as many times as I've said this in the past, and even in my videos, my many videos, and even on my social media posts, that I just want to quit. It's not fair that you have somebody like Ernie, who is just my quote-unquote only neighbor. I know Johnny's out there too, but a lot of times he's just so busy and he just seems to be enjoying what he's doing, man. This is the same Ernie that just gets mistreated just like the rest of us do here, except for the favorites. And yet, for some reason, he's still there and he gets the cheapest phone. I mean, he has a phone now, but it's the cheapest one. Why is that? Because if he cared that much about, improving his wealth, not to say that he has to be rich, but he knows all these things that this dump is doing to him. You know what I'm saying? Doing to people like me, and how we're all just underpaid, realizing that a lot of these people have left, including the almost 20 people that left in 2023, and yet you're still here. Despite all this ongoing pathetic tomfoolery that this dump continues to provide, especially with this extreme favoritism, I mean, sometimes I just don't even feel like talking to him, man. It's just not fair, because nobody ever upstairs makes me feel that way. Nobody. I need to be surrounded by new people. I need to be surrounded by new neighbors. New everything. Even if I want to deal with just different customers left and right, dude. I mean, this is where we're at, man. This is where we're at with this whole, it's bogus. It's just so bogus that I keep having to deal with, just people like that, and it's why I just want to quit, because it just feels so dull. Just expecting the same results out of people like the people upstairs most of the time. I don't even belong there anymore. I don't know how many times I need to say it. Yo, why is this dude literally stopping? Maybe not paying attention? Well, good thing I saw you stop in front of the green light. Whatever the hell you're doing. Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, dude, so let me just get into this topic right here. So, this one is one I thought I would address, since, these particular three peeps, or, more specifically, my ex-close friends, right? It's possible, and more likely than not, I may miss out on celebrating their birthdays again. Because last year, look what happened. I missed out on Robbie's birthday, because we're no longer friends. I also missed out on Julio's birthday, because I thought we were no longer friends. And then Dewey's birthday. Dewey's is first before Julio, because Dewey is in September. And at least I got to celebrate Dewey's, but just really early, like on the last week of August. So at least that's taken care of. But this year, because me and Dewey are no longer friends, it may get to a point where I may miss out his birthday too. I may miss out on all these guys' birthdays for as long as I'm still in this dump. I know people are gonna ask you, oh, so why do you keep, associating your work life with your personal life? You separate work from your personal. I do not want to hear that anymore. I've been in this dump for almost 14 years. And you don't think that a lot of this pathetic tomfoolery that's been going on in that dump is making me feel what I've been feeling, knowing that I've been wanting to get out of there for such a long time, and you got the nerve to still say, oh yeah, you need to separate your work life from your personal life. I mean, I do not want to hear that no more. Because whatever I'm feeling is because of my dump. If my dump wants to continue playing the blame game, so will I, blaming that dump for all of my failures and why I've lost all these guys as friends and as well as so many of my other friends. Well, look, I know there's some other birthdays coming up. At least some of my other then close friends like Honey Garcia and Giselle, right? Gwen's already passed, and I did a friendship reflection with Gwen, so I know there's some other ones too, like Gretchen. I mean, we were not that close, but she was still a friend of mine for sure. What else? And yeah, man, just Eliza's birthday passed too. So look, man, Robbie's birthday's coming up in a couple of days, and for sure it's like I'm still gonna be in my dump in the next couple of days on the day of his birthday. Okay. I mean, he may celebrate with some of the rest of the guys here, like Julio for sure, maybe even Russ and Dewey. Who knows? While I'm still in solitude mode, they'll probably celebrate at the group. You know what I'm saying? So it's his birthday. I never really missed out on, with the exception of 2019, because of my my nightmare chest issue that I've had. That I just had a hard time explaining, what it is and how to solve that, how to resolve that issue itself. You know what I mean? So for Robbie's birthday, I mean, other than that, I never really missed out on his birthday. Julio's too, I never missed out on his birthday, and Dewey's. And now, because we're not friends anymore, like that, these guys are no longer friends with me. And Julio, I know he's tried to reach out, but at this point, if he's going to continue to try to reach out to me, then and he thinks that I'm ignoring him, let him, because I feel like, and I know he knows, he's just wasting his time trying to bring me back. So just life just goes on, and I don't know, dude. It's just I just think that, like, to miss out on these guys' birthdays again, it's sad, but unless I'm right out of my dump by like next month, then that'll be a whole different story. At least I would try to reconnect with some of these guys, at least Dewey and Julio for sure. But for as long as I'm still in this dump, and if I am gonna be for October and even September and October, then it is what it is, that I'm gonna miss out on their birthdays again, right? And one thing that does surprise me, I don't even know why Julio made such a big deal out of this, because Russ showed me when they were talking, I guess they're on message, on text, and then Julio ended up telling Russ, because I saw it, Russ showed me the screenshot, and he and Julio told him that I didn't greet him on his birthday. Why the heck would he make such a big deal out of that, dude? And I'm not trying to make fun of this guy, but it's almost like he's just so butthurt by it that I didn't greet him on his birthday. Well, first of all, you didn't even greet me on my birthday either, so how's that even fair? You didn't greet, so I didn't greet you on your birthday. You're gonna tell Russ Well, he didn't tell me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't tell me directly. He just told Russ. So, I mean, if Russ didn't show me that screenshot, I wouldn't have known. But, you know, whatever. That was just last year. This year, unless I'm out of that dump already, then, you know, it would have been a whole different story. Then I'll definitely be myself again and try to reconnect with both Dewey and Julio for sure. But Robbie, even after his birthday, I can convince him. You know, I'm pretty sure he'll try to give me another chance if he could. But according to Russ, Robbie is quote unquote doubtful about his chances of reconnecting with me again. Well, that's gonna change when I'm out of my dump, because I'm pretty sure I have my convincing powers to get a lot of these ex-close friends back. I don't know about the ones from social media though. I don't know. I can try. I do have Angel's email. I also have Part Jory's and Lovely Mel's. Those guys I may have a chance to reconnect with for sure. I don't know about the rest of them, but yeah, dude. You know, I just thought I'd bring this up for the sake of, you know, the fact that these guys right here, being the closest friends that I've had for well over 10 years. For Dewey, I think it's now going to be 14. Well, I mean, I could have said 14 if our friendship continued, but, you know, because of what transpired last year and a lot of those group text incidents, it would have ended right at 13. And for Julio and Robbie, I've known him since 2000. It's already 2026. But our friendship ended in 2025, so it's 25 years. Julio, meanwhile, you know, is the longest friendship tenure at 27, if I'm not mistaken, because I've known this guy going all the way back to elementary school. And, well, actually, yeah, elementary school, but I think I started first seeing him in Cook School when we used to ride the bus together. So we didn't really start talking until, I guess, when I was in the 5th grade, when we were in the other elementary school to, you know, start for the regular fall semester or whatever, what have you, the regular school season, right? And then we started to develop our friendship when we reunited, thanks to Alexis, from that, when we met at that, what is that place? Oh, at Michael Buten's wrestling match, when Mike used to, you know, to do wrestling performances at the time, and, you know, eventually turned Mikey O'Shea. I think Russ follows him on well, I don't know if he follows him now, but, you know, he knew Mike as Mikey O'Shea. I guess he's doing some, I think he's rising his stardom now to in Hollywood, doing matches over there. I could be wrong, but that's just what I heard, okay? But yeah, once upon a time, a classmate of mine, along with Alexis and then I think Julio too, in Mrs. Williams' class. Sorry, I don't want to go off too much tangent here. But look, man, you know, I've already had too much friendship drama that it's just not fair that I'm just having to do this again. Because, you know, these three guys, I just never really miss an opportunity to greet them happy birthday. And when we were cool, like, just even celebrate. Hell, even for Julio's birthday, when we celebrated twice, late 2023 and 2024, at least we got to celebrate it. For Dewey's, well, it was like, even we celebrated it once, and that was like in if I'm not mistaken, oh no, sorry, I was thinking Carlos's birthday at the time. No, but we did get to celebrate Dewey's birthday once late, okay? So I would never miss a chance. Robbie's birthday, we celebrate every single year except for that year that I had my nightmare chest issue in 2019. But other than that, you know, I never miss an opportunity. So it just sucks for me to just have to do this again. But, you know, it is what it is at this point. These guys don't want any part of me. Julio, I know he's trying to reach out to me, but right now, for me being in solitude mode, it's only right that he'll feel as upset as he would be and assuming that I'm ignoring him, and to a point where he's gonna stop wasting his time. Okay, so yeah, man. I mean, it just sucks that I have to go through this again with these three guys being the closest friends I've had, and you know, I just don't know how things are gonna work. Like right now, my priority is fixing myself. Yeah, and yes, because of, you know, mainly trying to leave my dump, but I don't know how that's gonna work out still, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I just thought I'd get this out there. So, you know, all I'm gonna say is this: happy birthday, Robbie, Julio, and Dewey in advance. You know, thank you for the friendships, thank you for the memories, and I'll leave it at that. Peace out. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.